body must handle today has created a problem. In order to protect the internal organs from damage, the body has adapted and now stores acid waste in the fat cells, as well as turning it into cholesterol, uric acid, kidney stones, and other storage forms. In her book, The Chemistry of Success, Dr. Susan Lark describes the effects of chronic low-grade acidosis. First, you tend to tire easily and become fatigued, retain toxins and heavy metals, lack energy to achieve your goals, become more pessimistic, develop chemical sensitivities, experience stiffness and joint pain, brain fog, and chronic fatigue. Several long-term medical problems are due to chronic acidosis: high blood pressure, autoimmune disorders, cancer, heart disease, diabetes, and inflammation. "80% of the foods we consume leave behind acid waste that the body has to deal with. A trip down the modern grocery store aisle finds very few alkaline-forming foods. Even the foods we think of as wholesome and nutritious leave behind metabolic waste products that are acid. And of course, junk food falls into the acid-forming category."
Most of the fluids that people consume today are acid. Sodas contain citric acid, energy drinks, phosphoric acid, and caffeinated beverages, and coffee, and many different commercial teas. Sugar, acid. Tap water, acid. Not a good thing for our system. Natural water is alkaline. Fruits, vegetables are alkaline. Stress-reducing activities are alkaline. So you see the link here. Things that are beneficial to our body tend to be alkaline creating. It allows the body to buffer damage of its processes of energy production.
In addition to our diet, there are several ways our modern lifestyle increases the acid load on the body. Physical and mental stress reduce oxygenation and blood flow and increase muscle tension. Strong emotions like anger, fear, hostility, anxiety, or excitement. Vigorous exercise, which produces lactic acid, pyruvic acid, and CO2, decreasing muscle pH. Frequent airplane travel with cabin air lower in oxygen and higher in CO2. Over-the-counter and prescription medicines and vitamins. All these things produce more acid for the body to deal with.
Consuming more acid is like consuming and sucking life out of your system. You have a certain ability to buffer that, and you will break down. So water in its more alkaline state, it provides it more of a capacity, to handle some of the stressors of life that we face, or the choices that we face.
Drinking ionized alkaline water, the equivalent of ancestral or glacial water, is an affordable, practical, and accessible solution to provide the body with a constant stream of alkaline bicarbonate buffers to neutralize acidity with no side effects. The cycle of wellness begins with a diet that contains more alkalizing foods and ionized alkaline water. Moderate exercise, good digestion, and complete daily elimination are also important. This leads to more alkaline fluids within and outside of the cells. Calcium and other minerals support bone density instead of being used as buffers. An alkaline body leads to better digestion, less illness, fewer colds or flu, a feeling of well-being, better lymphatic flow, more energy and stamina. Alkaline ionized Kangen water provides hydration, alkaline buffers, and antioxidant activity, which keeps the body in homeostasis, allowing it to heal itself. Japanese scientists investigated the Russian research about Hunza water and found that electrolysis could be used to create living water with properties similar to Hunza water. This is now known as functional water, micro water, ionized water, or Kangen water. Kangen is a Japanese word that means return to origin, or in chemistry, reduced, having an extra electron. In the U.S., Kangen water is the trademark of Enagic USA, who market top-of-the-line water ionizers. Anyone with an ion water generator can make Kangen water from tap water. Water is first filtered, then exposed to an electrical charge in the electrolysis chamber of the generator. Alkaline ionized water is called living water. It is similar in atomic structure to the waters that the people of Hunza drink directly from glacial streams in the high Himalayas. It is fresh, invigorating, life-enhancing, free radical scavenging, and delicious. Full-scale development of water ionizers started in 1954, fueled by research at several agricultural universities on the effects of ionic water, especially acid water, on plants. Experiments on the human body followed, conducted by Japanese doctors and other scientists around the world. In Japan, hospitals and clinics have used purified, electrically restructured, ionized alkaline water for over 30 years to treat a number of disease conditions. Following efforts by Japanese medical doctors and agricultural doctors, the water ionizer was approved for medical therapeutics by the Japanese Ministry of Health and Rehabilitation in January 1966.
Well, we don't have a glacier. We don't typically have, fresh streaming water. One way to do it, and this has been studied by the Japanese, is a process called ionization. It's actually running some electricity through the water, and it breaks the filtered water into some of the natural properties. It provides the microclustering. It increases the alkalinity. It provides a high ORP, or these free electron states, to the water. So in a lot of ways, we're getting some of the similar properties to natural base water. It even changes the molecular structure. We can see a more health-giving pattern when looked under an electron microscope. So ionization is an option and a choice for many people if you don't have a glacier.
So the Russians discovered the property of the water, all these properties, and they developed an electrolysis system. They found a way to actually separate the water and get these properties. And the Japanese improved upon this process and improved upon it, and have come up with the best ionizer available now. And I really do appreciate the work that the Japanese had put into it because of the diligence and the care that these ionizers are made with.
Numerous peer-reviewed scientific studies have been performed in well-respected universities and hospitals around the world, which show the benefit of alkaline ionized water. Some of those benefits are weight loss, releasing toxins and stored body fat, normalize blood sugar, support healthy colon function, resolve urinary tract infections, relieve asthma and chronic respiratory conditions, stop abnormal gut fermentation, reduce proliferation of candida, fungus, and undesirable microforms, reduce chronic pain, improve wound healing with oxidizing acidic ion water.
The most important thing, we don't want to drink water that has pollutants, and that could be harmful to our system. So when we're drinking water, it would be nice to know that what you're drinking is clean.
The first step to creating alkaline ionized water is to have clean source water. Enagic's Kangen water generators use an activated carbon filter that removes chlorine, volatile organic chemicals, pesticides, herbicides, benzene, trihalomethane compounds, radon, solvents, and many other man-made chemicals found in tap water. Ionized water is pure or virgin water. Everything water has been exposed to leaves an electromagnetic frequency signature or imprint. Ionized water is virgin water because the EMF have been reset.
There are 4 very specific properties to these healing waters that are found in these mountainous regions that are flowing from the glaciers. And there's been a lot of research on this. The Russians discovered it, and they discovered a way to make it. And those 4 properties are, it's hexagonal, and what that basically means is it's shaped like a snowflake. You look at it under a microscope. It's beautiful. It's crystal structured.
Ionized water has been restructured. The water molecules cluster in groups of 4 to 6 instead of the normal 10 to 15. Nuclear magnetic resonance has documented this difference. The reduction in cluster size helps the body absorb ionized water more quickly and efficiently.
Also micro-clustered, micro meaning small clusters. It's broken down very small so the body can easily absorb it. It's very bioavailable. It was very alkaline, pHs around 9.5. Some were found at 9.0. So it really helped the body as far as not adding acid waste to the body and helping to keep the body very alkaline.